Moments ago, as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel, they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bridgewater now from the 50.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First down, Bridgewater.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Bridgewater again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darrell Henderson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 38 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater on the move to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to be Packer football. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
is cold.
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Down to about the 22 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Bridgewater. That's to his running back, complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's a gain of 11. Complete to Najee Harris.
Bridgewater now. They'll roll him out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Teddy Bridgewater. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Running left is Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll throw again. Bridgewater being chased out left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 43-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, it's Henderson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now a run with Henderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, 34 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Bridgewater on first down. Steps away.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Bridgewater rolling to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw, Bridgewater rolling to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Bridgewater will try and throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35 on second down. Wilson. That's taken in by Henderson. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, 35 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play fake. Bridgewater out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Teddy Bridgewater with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henderson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
146 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. Pushing through the contact. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards on the play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup there on the run. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Here's Bridgewater, sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Rams are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean. You the flow, you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the realest can vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my mix around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy and plus they got D2 on repeat.